Perfection, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode at my food channel. So today I've got some leftover tofu, I've got some leftover like burger style buns, and I was thinking, what am I going to do with these things? I also have some leftover cabbage and grated carrots, and this makes a perfect chance for me to make a burger. And I'm actually going to try and make a KFC style burger. It's not going to be exactly like, of course, like KFC, but it's like inspired by this. So it's going to be like similar spices to what they use in their breadcrumbs. Yeah, we're going to marinate the tofu a little bit. Then we're going to dip it in some flour and some spices, and they're gonna like be really crispy and super gorgeous and nice, and it's gonna be a bit spicy. We are making a coleslaw with the leftover shredded cabbage and the carrots. We're gonna have some pickled onions on there, some gherkins. It's gonna be super great. This is a great recipe when you want to do something fancy, but you know, you don't have that much time. But yeah, let's go, guys. So this is the tofu that we're going to use. It was left over, and I've actually had it in the freezer and defrosted it and cut it into slices like this. For some reason it works even better to use frozen tofu for this type of dish that we're going to make. This is a marinade that we are going to do with some miso paste, with some balsamic vinegar, with some vegetable stock, some agave syrup, some dark soy sauce, some olive oil, and some garlic powder. You can of course use fresh garlic as well, but I decided to make my life a little bit easier today, so I used the powder. And then we're going to combine it until it looks something like this. And then we are of course going to cover our tofu chunks with this marinade. The longer you leave the marinade on the tofu, the more it will soak up those gorgeous flavors. But I actually only had about 15 minutes to let my tofu marinate, and it tasted great. So I can only imagine what it will taste like if you leave it overnight. Basically, if you can leave it overnight, do that. But if you only have 15 minutes, that's absolutely no problem at all. Then we're going to put that to the side and blend together some spices. I used the cayenne pepper, barbecue spice, black pepper, chili flakes, paprika, oregano, salt and sugar. And we are going to combine that with some white flour and some panko breadcrumbs. Then we are making a chickpea batter, which is basically chickpea flour and plant-based milk. Then we are going to take some plain white flour, and we're going to dip our marinated tofu chunks into the white flour, then into the chickpea batter, and finally we are going to cover our tofu chunk in the spice and breadcrumb mix. And now our little KFC style no chicken fillet burger is ready to hit the frying pan, and we are going to fry it on each side until it's looking golden and crispy. Look at that, guys! And so now what we are going to do is build our burgers. I'm of course using a burger bun and some sriracha sauce, and then we are going to use some coleslaw, which is basically just the white cabbage, some grated carrots, some vinegar, olive oil, salt and pepper. And there we have our fillet, and I had some sprouts in my fridge, so I'm going to use those as well. And then we are going in with some pickled red onion, which is like my favorite thing at the moment. I use that on like everything. It's so easy to make your own pickled red onions. I'm going to link below how to do that. It's so easy and so yummy. We're going in with some gherkins as well, and of course the top of the bread bun. Look at this, guys. The texture is just amazing. It's so crispy on the outside and fluffy, and it's just it's so good. And there we go, a burger is done. Nice. Very, very nice. So of course I'm going to have to try this right now. Oh my god. This is so good. It's so good. Perfection, guys. It's got a bit of a kick from all the spices that we put on the tofu, which is great. It's got a crunch. You can see the texture here on the no chicken. It's like it's quite a good texture when you want to do like chicken substitute, if you ask me. Yeah, it's just all around like, you know, top notch. It's great as well with the pickled onions, with the coleslaw. I could have done with maybe some mayo, maybe a little bit ketchup. But I didn't actually have this at home, and this is perfect for me anyway. But if you make it at home, then maybe add a little bit of vegan mayo, for example. Of course, I'm gonna have to continue eating my KFC style no chicken burger, so I just want to tell you guys that I appreciate that you are here. If you like this video and you want to see more stuff like it, hit the like button below. Also subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss when I post my next video. Until I see you again, have a good one. Bye guys!